Welcome to Fifth Dimensional Life, Mass Human Awakening. I'm Lise, your host. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I'm going to do this video on an oligopoly. I learned about this term when I was doing my bachelor's degree, and I think it was in business ethics. And we learned about how oligopolies they can be very, very corrupt. And basically what they are is a multi-company monopoly. Monopolies are when one company doesn't have any competition. They hold all of the market share. And an oligopoly is when very few companies hold all of the market share, and they can collude together. They can set the standard prices. They can, set sale prices. They can work off of each other, which, if they're making billions or trillions of dollars, they can get extremely greedy, extremely corrupt, and it ends up hurting consumers and taxpayers, people all over the world, especially and governments are supposed to step in to make sure that oligopolies and monopolies do not happen. However, there is a huge oligopoly happening right now. Post in the comments if you know what it is. It is very, very obvious, although a lot of people they're not even familiar with this term. And a lot of them they have wool pulled over their eyes right now, and they're just totally controlled by fear. And the oligopoly that's running rampant right now is just fear mongering people. They own the government, they own the media, they own all of the big pharma companies, and they're pushing things on people out of complete fear, hysteria. And it's absolutely unfortunate that a lot of people are just consumed by fear right now. So, yeah, it's very, very worrisome, what's going on right now. It's extremely illegal. It's extremely unethical. And people just need to wake up and realize that this is a horrible oligopoly situation that's going on right now, and we need to stop it. So, you can Google it. It's pretty simple, what it does. And there's quite a few different ones out there. However, the government does usually step in, or it's supposed to anyways, on certain ones, like with mobile phones, with banking, certain things like that. But when it comes to the one going on right now with healthcare, it's the government's getting paid off right now, so they don't want it to stop, because the oligopoly businesses, they're making billions, even up to trillions of dollars, and they're paying the governments millions and the media company millions. So, if people are paid to keep their mouth shut, or else they're blackmailed or even murdered, they're taken out. It's obviously not a good situation. So our good friend here, Billy Gates, he Billy G, he ran a monopoly in the 90s, and he actually went to court for it, and he was on trial. He had it through Microsoft, and it was highly illegal what he was doing. It was extremely unethical. And his family and his roots, they stem all the way back to government and to old banking. He has deep roots in corruption. And I watched that Netflix documentary on him in early 2020, and I was like, wow, he's such a great philanthropist. Like, he's so nice. He's making all those wells for kids who don't have clean water, and he's cleaning things up. It's so great what he's doing. He's such a nice, caring billionaire, but yet he wants to reduce the world population with jabs, and so I was always very confused, like, how can he be doing so many good things in the world and be doing things that are illegal? Why? How is that? That can't be true, right? You know, then I watched a lot of other things. I did a lot of research, extensive research. And there's a phrase here in The Cosmic Secret where David Wilcock is speaking, and he said that people and beings, entities, when they do horrific things that hurt humans and, steal their loosh, which is their life force energy, take control over the world, those beings, they have to work in the cosmic laws, and which is a big part of it is that we live in a dual universe. There's the good and the bad, right? Or the negative, positive, masculine, feminine, yin and yang. So because he's a philanthropist doing all of these great things that are helping people, he's able to do the shadow work as well, the dark, deep, demonic side of things too. So, that really kind of completed it for me, is because he's able to do the good things so he can work in the shadow and do the really, really messed up dark things. There's a really interesting thing too that came out during 2020 where, Billy G, he's supposedly not even alive. Him and his wife actually passed away in 2014. There's like a death certificate. There's some weird things that kind of surfaced up to the top. And, when you look at him, does he really, really look human? When you think about him and his energy, what do you feel? When I tap in his energy, I almost see this like dark hole with like a little light ring around it. And to me, that sense of it is like his life spark is gone. And there's something inside of him controlling him. It's not even him anymore. And I get really, 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 really intense reptilian vibes off of him. And I'm not just saying this because of other things that I've seen. It's because, like, seen online or researched, I have encountered face-to-face reptilians. I've had them come to me asking me for my help. They wanted to make a deal with me. That was at the end of 2019. So I have firsthand experience with reptilians in their reptilian form. And, I can honestly say from my experience, I get those reptilian vibes from him. It's undeniable at this point. And he's one of the people who is all entangled in this health oligopoly that's going on right now, along with a lot of his buddies that are, they're doing what looks like really positive, high vibrational, loving work to help humanity, but they're also doing the shadow work, those really deep demonic reptilian things that they want to reduce the population. They want to control humanity. They want to have complete and utter control. They want to restrict travel. They want to cram people in cities. They don't want people to have happiness, joy, freedom, ultimately. So do some research if you like, or post in the comments about your thoughts on oligopolies and what you think of the current situation that's going on right now in our world. And thank you so much for being here and watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.